morning, Disney treasure. Welcome back to the morning show. It's Darren and it's David here with some helpful hints, ship tips, and words of advice to maximize your day. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Darren.
Hey, David, it's our final morning show of the voyage.
It is indeed.
But it's a great one.
It really is. We love this place.
Because it's a great location.
Yes, we do.
Where are we going?
We're in Disney Castaway Key.
Oh, yes, we are. Our beautiful private island in the Bahamas. Stunning location.
Yes, I love it.
It's phenomenal. It really is. And folks, we've got a full day here. First of all, fingers crossed. We've said it before during the cruise. Mother Nature, come on, be nice to us. Provide us with a beautiful day to see this beautiful location in all of its glory. And to hopefully help you do that, we'll be arriving around about 7:30 to 7:45 a.m. in the morning. It does take us a minimum of 45 minutes to get our gangways in place, get clearance from the local authorities, but more important, to get the island prepared for you, because as well as the 100+ team members that live all year round at Castaway Key, hundreds upon hundreds of crew members from the Disney Treasure go ashore to prepare the island for you. So the very earliest, very earliest we will be ready for you to go ashore is 8:30 a.m. Now, gangways, David?
Yes, forward and aft.
I mean, pretty much the same as all week.
Absolutely. Make sure you head all the way down to deck 1, on forward and the aft.
Now, it is our own private island, but some things stay the same.
Yes. Every single person in your party is going to be needing their key to the world card, that is their room key, or their Disney Band Plus. Yes, those are very important to get off the ship. Now, as with all of our other ports of call, if you are 18 years or over, you are also going to be needing some form of government-issued photo ID. That's to return to us, so make sure you tuck that away nice and safe.
Absolutely, and some people go, but folks, it's your own island. It's in the name, Disney Castaway Key. It is, but we're still in a foreign country. We're still in the Bahamas, and there are local authorities out there that check that as you're coming back to the ship. So very important. And you know what? Just as important, if not more important than any other day of the voyage when we've been in a port of call, is today's parental debarkation authorization forms. Now, just to remind you folks, no one under the age of 18 is allowed to leave the ship unaccompanied or with an adult from a different stateroom, and that's regardless of the family connection. What do we find today? We find that the teenagers were having so much fun, maybe hanging out in Vibe last night. They're teenagers. They get up a little bit later on in the morning. They plan to meet parents, guardians, family members out on the beach. But you forgot to sign that paperwork. They're on board. Our security team keeps them on board. You come back. It's an upset teenager. And believe me, none of us want an upset teenager, even if they're not our own. So please do me a favor, parental debarkation authorization forms, if you think that is needed for you or your family today. Now, number one rule when going ashore is
have fun.
Always. So much fun. What can we do out there?
Well, there's so many things to do out there on the island. Well, if you do have a port adventure booked with us as well, make sure that you check that Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, as it is going to be your best friend today. It will tell you the meeting time, location, and anything that you need. Now, most of our port adventures on Castaway Key meet just off the ship at Marge's Barges.
Yes, that is a huge difference from the rest of the week, folks, of course, because the majority of you have been meeting on board the ship, but it is off the ship. Now, as David said, most of them at that first location, which is literally just like a 2-minute walk after you get off the ship. But some of them may be a different location, so make sure you check your Disney Cruise Line Navigator app. Hey, one of the first areas you come to when you get off the ship is the boat beach. I love the boat beach.
Oh, yeah, it's so nice.
A couple of our captains love the boat beach. They like to sail small crafts as well. So we've got kayaks, we've got paddle boards, we've got pedalos, we've got some fantastic even small hobie crafts as well. And you could actually find some walk-up reservations for those. Those are at the boat beach. So check it out.
Now, there is so many other things to do, of course. We have got our youth activity space right there as well, Scuttle's Cove, and that is a secured youth activity space. So if you want to check your kids in right there, they're going to have so much fun exclusively for our children. And then, of course, as you head round, we've got our shopping locations with some exclusive Castaway Key merchandise.
Oh, we love to pick that up. And just a reminder, that location for the children is called Scuttle's Cove, and it's for the 3 to 10-year-olds. So basically, if they're registered and have been taking part in the Oceaneer Club on board the ship, those are the children that will take part in the Scuttle's Cove area out on the island. Hey, I love the merchandise. As well as the merchandise, there's some specialty beverages out there as well.
There are indeed. They're very nice.
And there's also a water play structure in the water there in the ocean, and also slides.
Yes.
Pelican plunge.
I love Pelican Plunge.
2 different slides, drop you into the open ocean, a whole lot of fun.
So fun. I could just keep going on that, honestly.
Yeah. And folks, hopefully you're going to have a great day out there. We want you to maximize your time. So here's the deal. If you've never been to the island before, we don't want you to spend time walking all the way back to the ship for lunch. So we will create and cook and deliver a fantastic barbecue lunch for you out on the island. 2 locations at the family beach, one at the close end, one at the far end, and then a 3rd location, which is at Serenity Bay. Serenity Bay is the beach bar and barbecue area for adults 18 and older. So wherever you go to dine, have a great barbecue lunch. Now, they're going to have so much fun, but they do have to come back on board.
That's true.
What time is it?
It is 4 p.m.
Not as many graphics today, but let's do it again. They are back at 4 p.m. Yes, it's
kind of, yeah.
But 4 p.m. Back on board.
Back on board. That
Yes.
is our all on board time. So make sure that you're back on board before 4 p.m.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, folks, towels will be available for you on the gangway as you leave the ship. We just kindly ask if you could return them back to the gangway at the end of the day. That would be of great assistance as well. We also do remind you one last thing, a couple more things. Let's go back quickly to the barbecue area. We do ask you to eat in the locations around the barbecue area and not to be taking those trays of food down to the beach locations. And also, folks, we remind you that we ask you to please take only photographs and leave only footprints. What does that mean? You're not allowed to take any sand, any shells, any coral or anything off the beaches and try to bring them back to the ship. We would take them off you at the gangways and return them back to the beach. We want this island to look in the pristine and beautiful condition as it has for so many years.
That's very true.
Hey, if you're staying on board during the day, we've still got events and activities happening.
Of course we do. We've got movies in the Neverland and Wonderland cinemas. We've got movies up on the Funnel Vision as well. We've got Learn to Draws. We've got trivias. We've got crafts all throughout the day. So just make sure that you check that Disney Cruise Line Navigator app for all of the times, events, locations of all of that fun stuff if you do decide to stay on board with us.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to give you some of the highlights of the day and, of course, of the night. And let's go into a mid-afternoon and a late evening. The biggest event of the day taking place on board the ship is our fantastic exclusive show. It is Disney, The Tale of Moana. Folks, this is the only place in the world that there is a full production show of Moana that's out there. So come and join us. We've got a performance at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we've got 6 o'clock and 8:30 in the evening. So those usual show times that are opposite your dinner times, one for the earlier dinner seating, one for the 8:15 dinner seating, and then that added special matinee performance at 3 o'clock. Now, we do remind you, folks, there is no saving of seats inside the Walt Disney Theater, so if you want to sit together, you need to arrive together. And just a reminder, even though you'll try to capture those memories, we do insist absolutely no cameras, no video cameras, no electronic devices of any type used during our showtimes. But once again, Disney, The Tale of Moana, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 8:30. But hey, opposite those showtimes at night, once again, there'll be choices. There'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 choices. But maybe one of the choices is for you to remember to go souvenir shopping.
Ah, yes, of course, our shops are open, but they're not open when we're in port.
Yes.
So make sure that you go and check them out this evening, as they will be open for you as soon as we leave the port, when we're about
12 hours out, so about 30 minutes or so after that sailing time. And because, as David said, they're not open in port, they don't open tomorrow morning upon our arrival back into Port Canaveral. So you have to do that final souvenir shopping tonight before those stores close. And in fact, why not make sure that you're also checking out all of those memories that have been captured by our fantastic photography team?
Oh, yes, in the Shutters Photos Design Parlor. So make sure Design Parlor. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, make sure that you go and check out the photography team in Shutters, and they've got all of those memories that they've been capturing for you throughout the restaurants, with all of your character friends and everything else throughout the cruise. Make sure you go and check that out.
Hey, absolutely. Hey, you just mentioned memories, and we've saying how much you've captured the memories. If you've liked some of the memories you've created this voyage with us, how about creating those memories for many, many years to come. There is still a last chance to stop by our Disney Vacation Club representatives. They're at Deck 5 midship. Maybe book a final appointment, find out how buying into the Disney Vacation Club could change the way you vacation for many, many years to come at many, many destinations all around the world. And I am a member. I joined myself about 9 years ago, I think now. My favorite place, Walt Disney World Resort. But as I say, you can actually vacation everywhere. But they're the experts. Once again, Deck 5 midship, if you want a last possibility of finding out about the Disney Vacation Club. Hey, let's go into the evening. The cruise staff team, they've got all of those game shows, those trivias, everything happening all around the ship, of course, all around. But we do also want to remind you about a final thing at 10:15 tonight.
Absolutely. This evening, 10:15, we have got Treasure Found. This is going to be our kiss goodbye to your cruise, if you will. Yes, you will get to see so many of our Disney friends out and about for around 15 minutes, and then they will gather back on that stage for a final farewell moment that you really won't want to miss. That's going to be 10:15 in the Grand Hall.
Absolutely. Hey, folks, talking about things you don't want to miss, as we always say, please take a moment today to refresh that Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, close it down, reopen it up. You'll have all the latest and greatest information. Favorite those things you really want to attend. Remember, it is all about choice. You can't do everything. But do me a favor. Later on in the day, when we stop playing this morning show at 12 noon, I will be going solo with my very important debarkation presentation. So when you're getting ready in the evening, maybe just have me on in the background. It'll be about an 8 to 10 minute video, and it'll give you all the information you need for a smooth debarkation from ship to port for our arrival back into Port Canaveral. But I tell you what, we don't want to talk about Port Canaveral yet. No, we want to talk about Disney Castaway Key. So we suggest right now, you get on up, you head on out, you enjoy the port of call, you enjoy everything on board the ship. And for the very, very last time this voyage, David gets to say,
good morning, Disney Treasure.
Good morning.